Gridiron Grinder! Hut hut hike!
All right, it's Gridiron Grinder time. I'm Ryan. With me, as always, is my buddy James. Just a couple of dudes hanging out, talking about what's going on in the NFL each week. And for tonight, we're going to kick things off with Name That Stadium like we always do. Then we're going to hit the news from this past week. After that, we're going to continue with our regular season weekly power rankings and game picks. And last but not least, we'll close things off with question of the week. And let's do Name That Stadium, James. Tell us where were you at last week, man?
All right, last week I was in Baltimore. It's M&T Bank Stadium. Had this feeling that game was going to be a little bit of a crazy game, which it ended up being. But Tua had 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and 6 touchdowns in the game.
Man, we'll do our recap of the past week.
Indy is now 0-8 at Jacksonville for their last 8 games, which blows my mind.
Dallas getting the upset over Cincinnati. Fire up Chips, Cooper Rush, my main man out of Central Michigan. I like him, dude. I like him as a passer. Let's move it over here, James, and let's do our Week 3 power rankings. Kick it off, man. Give me your 1 through 5.
At number 2, I have the Rams. I didn't want to move the Rams up so much because...
Yeah, they almost lost to Atlanta. Those are the power rankings. All right, well, let's move it on here. Let's do our Week 3 game picks. We got our big bet on the line, man, $100 worth of whiskey. Right now, through 2 weeks, James, you got 16 wins, which is good for 50%. And I've got 18 wins, which is good for 56%. James, we've got the Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears. Who do you like there, man?
So, if I was going on narrative, going on feel, I would pick Houston. But I'm trusting my model, which tells me that Chicago is 11 points better than Houston right now.
Let's do our question of the week. Whether you like it or not, I am asking, will Trey Lance be the Week 1 starter for the 49ers next year, James? I don't know, man. I just don't see how they're going to be able to start the season next year with him, even though they leveraged the house to get him. Just my opinion, man.
They're going to have no choice but to start him Week 1 next year. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
With Jimmy G at quarterback, the San Francisco 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
All right. Well, hey, anybody who's out there, we hope you like the show. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give us some likes, shoot us some comments. We want to engage with you guys.
Gridiron Grinder! Hut hut hike!